first topic, and me and On Your Knees are talking about this, and Alpha Omega Sin and Review Tech and a lot of folks have already covered this, but I wanted to wait for our staff to weigh in. So this is what happened. I'm a fan of Law & Order SVU, okay? I've been watching marathons and all this other stuff. Like, I was going to be a criminal justice major before graphic design in school, and I looked, that show kind of talks to me. And the one thing that I was displeased with was the whole Gamergate depiction in this particular episode that recently aired. Now, Law & Order, normally has better quality with their episodes, but you can tell that this one was rushed. The writing was bad. The way that they demonize male gamers, I was skimming through the episode today during lunch, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, are you for real? You have Ice-T, playing first-person shooters and talking about campers and all this stuff, and he's a known gamer. You know what I mean? And for him to actually agree to take part in this episode, kind of is like, shame on you, Ice-T. I'm just saying it like this. I don't want to give away the plot because I want people to check it out and come to their own conclusion. I, myself, as an individual, I'm not happy with how gamers in general were portrayed. You got shitty people out there that are doing things, but then, the media will just jump, just like they did with the motorcycle group, and all of them are branded as bad. But I wanted to give On Your Knees some time because we had coordinated this earlier, that he had, sent me the video and whatnot. So, Chris, paint the picture, and then we'll get everybody's thoughts on this.
So to make it super short, it's essentially take all the bad press, Kotaku, Polygon, and all the normal offenders here have made this dialogue about how gamers are dead, Gamergate are a bunch of harassers, stalkers, things like that.
Oh, we hate women, we hate girls.
Yeah, and don't you know? I'm a token white guy. I oppress everyone in the channel. So. I'm also, I guess that makes me the token bigot in the group, but because if you're black or a minority or a woman, you can't be a racist or sexist. So, but besides that, it essentially took all that rhetoric and cranked it up to 11, which unfortunately for them, I think Kotaku's the only one that's actually spoke out against it, probably because their name was dropped in the episode.
Oh yeah.
But you see a bunch of people coming out now slamming the gaming media, the gaming press for setting up this dialogue, which the mainstream media went with, and causing this to happen. So that is some good that's come out of this. Mm-hmm. People are finally starting to call out these websites for their bullshit.
Now here's the thing too, Law & Order, the producers, the writers, I think that they jumped on this Gamergate thing because it was a hot topic, Yeah,
it was hot when started 6 months ago, so it was a ripe topic for them to use.
And now the funny thing about this New Gaming Order staff and audience members, there was a kidnapping scene in there where the guys kidnapped this girl, right? And they set everything up for clues. Like, one guy set up clues for the cops to come and find them because he was like, oh, they went too far, but set it up like a game. So this girl is about to be assaulted in one of the bathrooms or whatnot, and she's at bloody nose or whatnot, and she's in the mirror, like, I guess they leveled up. I'm like, are you for real? Are you serious? Unbelievable. The terminology was just... I'm like, wow, it was so poorly executed, poorly done. And me as a gamer, I was extremely insulted by watching that, And I'm not telling other gamers how to feel, but think about how the general media is looking at you just because you play games as some sort of introvert who sits here like, oh yeah, get out of here, gamer girl, and harassing people and leveling up by raping girls or assaulting them. Like, it's just a negative depiction that needs to stop. The whole Gamergate thing and folks not understanding like what they're fighting for or fighting against or whatever, the origins of that was just somebody sleeping with somebody else and the editor and all this other stuff, and it got completely turned into nonsense. This Gamergate thing, and I think this will be the last time we even like address it on a segment in the show, I'll probably do mini shorts on it, but I'm not gonna waste the staff's time.
You got mini shorts on.
Huh?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Shut up. All right, but my thing is, I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on how you have a show that used to be a respectable show, just taking current events and sticking them in their, realm, and depicting male gamers as, misogynist, chauvinists who just don't want girls or females in the gaming world. You know what I mean? It's just, and Noop and I were even talking about that on a past podcast where we have a friend making cakes who plays Destiny with us. You know what I mean? The natural thing is, Gokin even said, hey, we're naturally protective. I mean, come on. The way that the gaming is growing, so many more people are enjoying it, and for them to go out there and make an hour and something long episode to demonize us as gamers was wrong, but I mean, if you guys didn't get to see it, I'm just kind of giving you a foundation to let me know what you guys think. So
I'll make it available if you guys want to watch it.
Yeah, so I'll give On Your Knees the floor again, and then I'll go around. But after what I said, what are your thoughts before I?
You summed up most of it. I think Gamergate's doing a good thing. It's calling out a bunch of. It's more focused on the incestuous relationship with the gaming media, and then pushing their progressive, authoritarian, liberal view into games. Social justice warriors and all that. So I'm glad to see some of these groups get their teeth kicked in. A lot of the websites have viewership down. And they'll keep fighting the good fight. They're finally taking a stand against progressive liberals trying to force their politics into things where it doesn't belong. There's room for all types of games everywhere. If you want a certain type of game, go out and make it, or pay someone to go make it for you. That's what the bottom line is. But in regards to the episode, it was just utterly atrocious, and you gotta watch it.
I'm so insulted by that.
The best thing to do is to watch it as a group with some people and just mystery science theater that shit. It's hilarious to do it that way.
Unbelievable. All right, so Gokin, based off of what On Your Knees and I kind of laid out for you, what are your thoughts on how SVU just pretty much made male gamers like seemingly these villains, sinister villains against female gamers?
Basement rollers.
Yeah.
By the way, just to let you know, I just came from the gym. Okay, so I don't just dwell in my basement and play games afterwards. Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to be like his big cousin in the gym.
Yeah, I'm bigger than my cousin, but anyway.
Yeah.
Oh! But anyway. Well, it is entertainment, man. Listen, not for nothing, the whole SVU thing, they need a platform to keep people talking and for news people to keep talking, and
plus ratings are down, so that was their way to try to get some sort of attention.
Exactly. So I mean, it is what it is. I think you have to have common sense, and most parents know that all their kids are not like that. Like, not all gamers are like that. The population of gamers that they're portraying is so small. They made it bigger than what it should have been. You know what I mean? But it's just entertainment, I guess. I don't.
It's entertainment, but influential entertainment.
I don't know how influential it is,
because I mean it's on CBS.
It'll be the same fanatics. Again, who don't really understand what they're fighting about or what their cause is for at the end of it, that are just following it. You know what I mean? You have to have common sense when you approach anything. That's in life. You really sit down and assess the situation and really look at what's going on. And if you don't have any value to add to that, then don't add it all. Don't add anything. If you're not adding any value, don't do anything. Just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Do something more progressive and actually, if there really is a problem, then come forth with some real solutions or a real platform to really, I guess, debate and really talk about it, and not just the lady in the corner and we can't talk to you.
And before I give Shin Takuma the floor, my thing is, it's funny how the media is only focusing on a small majority that are shitty people that translate into shitty gamers. You know what I mean? Don't blame
that's
the.
what sells views and sells clicks. That's what.
Yeah.
That's all it's all about.
That's a shame. Shin Takuma, what are your thoughts on this topic that we have brought to the forefront? I mean, if you haven't seen the episode, that's one
Okay.
thing, but just the topic itself, what are your thoughts?
I haven't seen the episode, so I will check it out because it brings out some interesting stuff. And then I'm not sure if it's touchy feely on what happened a while ago on Event Hub. Somebody did something wrong, inappropriate to a girl, or something like that. But we've been banned as gamers. We've been banned as far as in doing the most weird stuff online since Ryu been kicking Chun-Li's ass for years. So for them to pull new content out, it doesn't bother me one bit at all. It makes any sense. But to pick on us and to ban us as gamers online that we're all just male, we're all out here just doing random stuff to girls, we don't want girls in the community, that's BS. It's a bunch of crap. So
and you know what? Anita
I don't like
Sarkeesian, take a bow because you made all male gamers look like assholes.
Yeah, I'm like, not all of us are assholes. We all come to
Just
do
Alex.
one to relax. And Noob. Don't forget about Noob. Noob one too. But, we all come here to relax and kick
Oh,
back.
he's just a child.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
As male gamers, I mean, it's the majority of us. It's like 90% of us are all male gamers. But, we come online, we play, we have fun, we laugh, we kick it, because it's a game. That's all it is a game. Now, the people who are taking the game to the next level in real life, them the people you should be talking about. You need to pick the hand. You need to, try to go through the whole thing and do your math and do your research before you start picking out, everybody online is just bad. Okay, yeah, there are a few bad apples out there, but not everybody online or gaming is a complete a-hole. So, get your stuff right. That's all I got.
All right. Shinmore, what are your thoughts on how gamers are being depicted based off of this episode and the message, I guess, they're trying to put on national TV? National TV, you know what I mean? This is... But your thoughts?
I didn't see the episode, but based off of what you guys are saying, maybe it sounds like they ran out of ideas. They were trying to be funny, but I think it does.
No, they were trying to be serious. They were dead serious.
They ain't got to run the episode. Just go to Chicago. Plenty of episodes there.
So, I mean, it's definitely a bad depiction of gamers and where we're going. Back in the day, gamers were considered nerds and all that stuff, and even today, some of them probably still are, but it's received a positive light where it's cool to play games, because now games, it's more than just a video game. We're playing movies in front of us. You know what I'm saying? We're playing movies in these new innovative technologies. It's you have stuff that's for kids, but it's okay, for example, PS4, or Xbox One or whatever, when you have people that play sports games, they don't they don't get on them, but it's still a video game regardless of the genre. It's still a video game. But you have people that play fighters or puzzle games, racing games, shooters or whatever. That's just like saying somebody plays a shooter is gonna end up crazy and shoot up somebody. Absolutely not. Now, has that happened in the past? Yes, but people that play shooters or whatever, all people that play shooters aren't crazy. So I just I think it's dumb, especially like Alex said, it's on national TV. Don't give all gamers a bad name. So
Yeah. All right. So, well put. Brother Nuke, what are your thoughts?
No comment.
What?
He said no comment.
No comment.
Alrighty. Nelson, your thoughts before we wrap up this particular segment.
Basically, I don't know what to say half of the time because of the fact that this is becoming like a huge hot button as of recent, and you have like shit getting on the internet with Alpha Omega Sin and a couple of other people within Twitter and other social media sites. Then you
he got called out. He got called out.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
that guy.
And then on top of that, you now put it on public television where everyone has access to this garbage, and you're giving gamers the wrong image. And I, for one, am very offended by that, because why are you just going to sit there, have these actors who have zero or no sense of gaming knowledge or history to start spewing out and babbling things that they think that it's funny to media.
Speak on it, brother. Speak on
And
it.
stuff like that. But the only person who actually sat there, based on what Alpha Omega Sin has spoken about, was what is it, Ice-T, because he actually has done a couple of games on hand with certain companies, and he had to describe every single bit of lingo to all the actors on the show.
Yeah. In that first segment when he was playing that first-person shooter game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was just terrible.
So the thing is like, why sit here and go to that extent and think that it's funny for television when it's actually a very serious matter that has been going on for the past like 2 years? I mean, if you want something to be done and something to be like, you know, passed along like smoothly with no issues, then you gotta deliberate with people that will actually want to make this work, with, you know, video game journalists or whoever needs to be responded to. Don't just make fun of it and be like, oh, these stupid kids, they say, oh, you know, he died or he leveled up or blah blah blah. Like, what?
Unbelievable.
Like really, you're gonna take
level up?
Yeah, the girl got assaulted in the bathroom by two guys, and she was bleeding.
Yeah,
and then
the cop asked her, you know, what happened, and she's like, they leveled up.
That's a level up? You sure it's not a fatality?
look that clip up on YouTube. I was like, really?
No, it's friendship.
Getting raped in the bathroom? It's called level up? You sure about that? I thought it was called a one up. I don't know.
What's this, GTA 5? You know?
But
Nelson, you made a good
Watch Level
point.
Up.
What they should have done was got some of these guys like Angry Joe, you know, Maximilian, like people who are of the community, to give them a more accurate, you know, a better eyes on, because, you know, it was just disconnected, man.
But the thing is, they don't want to reach out to these actual supposed gamers / video game journalists because they don't want to get told facts. They just want to see whatever kind of garbled up garbage, as I mentioned up before, to see what they can alliterate on TV for people who are not gamers and just show their interpretation of it, which is the wrong interpretation, by the way.
What?
Just stop. and like I said, like, if you guys is gonna speak about anything, you need to get all the facts and all the backup data before you start talking, because you pretty much embarrass yourselves on the show. Even for people like me that don't watch Law and Order, that was like a 0 out of 100. That was the most garbage shit I've ever watched, that you tried not to laugh when you spoke about it. Like that was really offensive to gamers, and, you know, that whole Gamergate thing. And
yeah, they just need to stop. It doesn't need any more publicity. Whatever this movement is, and, you know, just stop. You know what I mean? Because now, you know, with all the things going on in the world, with the crap going on overseas with, you know, terrorists and all that, you're demonizing male gamers? Get your life. Right. You know what? Moving on to the next topic. We're going into intermission. For those of you who are watching us live, you'll see us through the intermission. The rest of you, we're going to break this up and do another segment, and we'll see you on that. So we'll see you. YouTube, we'll see you. Live folks, stay tuned. We'll get started on the next intermission.